Hello everyone, this is Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So, it's quite late at this point, but we have to cover Ullr's Mythic hero battle here, of course with the usual meme team. This time around we get to be pretty greedy and not run many front-loaded buffs. And here, Nino's just going to be running Flashing Blade to spam out Dragon Fangs as much as she wants to. Legendary Zero here is running Guidance for a very specific turn where we just need a bit of extra mobility, and that's all we need to finish the clear on the map. Adult Tiki here running quite the odd build. We don't usually see these kind of builds for these clears, but it all works out. Light Breath Plus can buff Adult Tiki herself and also Nino for Blade Tome shenanigans, and running Vantage here for some particular AI shenanigans so we don't get absolutely obliterated, and Speed Res form to avoid some doubles and take less damage from the TA Roarfox Red Mage. Last but not least here we have Brave Veronica with dual guard skills. So our only front-loaded buffs are via Light Breath Plus and Attack Tactic, and so it just so happens that everything lines up for us on this particular map. There's quite a few rigged moments. Let's just put it that way. We're gonna start out here by taking a shot at this Axe Knight, which procs Attack Smoke, in particular against the Cleric here, who does have a decent amount of attack, and there is drive attack and joint drive attack. So there is quite a bit of shenanigans going on there for attack. That way we don't take as much damage from the Cleric, 7 less to be specific, and this particular positioning will allow us to do some nice shenanigans the following turn. But absolutely obliterating the Cleric there with Dragon Fang. Now Nino has to deal with the Axe Knight here, and because of Vantage we get the attack in before the Scutcheon goes off, which is actually quite relevant as we'll see in the upcoming turn. Also an important event here is Nino using Vantage to attack before the Lance Fighter, which allows Dragon Fang to be at 4 cooldown rather than, well, I guess it would have been 4 cooldown either way. Wait a second. 0 out of 10, so brain dead. But here's where the first scenario of Light Breath Plus coming in handy comes into play here. Currently Nino can't quite take out this Bow Cavalier, but all we have to do is pick up this rigged 1-round KO on this Axe Knight. Adult Tiki misses the kill on the Axe Knight by a whopping 1 damage, which allows us to accelerate our bonfire that we can use against the incoming Red Mage. But with the Light Breath Plus buffs, now Nino can easily steamroll this Bow Cavalier, and we're looking like we're in business. The only problem, of course, is there's a TA Roarfox plus Guard Red Mage that's definitely was quite annoying to deal with in a lot of clears, as well as this Spendthrift Bow plus Bow Cav with Death Blow for low attack defense, and the big thing is mostly Pulse Smoke. Adult Tiki never could quite seem to 1-round KO the Bow Cav without screwing something else over, either our positioning or just follow-up turns. But Ullr here has Deadeye, so you might think we might be running away, but no. Instead of running away, we're actually going to player phase into this Red Mage. And this is where not running Quick Riposte comes into handy. This allows us to have the Bow Cav attack Adult Tiki first, and with how all the special charges and shenanigans work, we prevent Ullr from being able to actually attack Adult Tiki, which is quite nice, because she would absolutely obliterate Adult Tiki. But here's where Guidance comes into play. Nino seems like she's kind of out of the fight, and there's more enemies incoming, but we can clean up the units quite easily thanks to Nino and company, thanks to guidance, we can just hop in, pick up the one shot with Dragon Fang. And Alt Tiki here can't quite take out the Bow Cavalier, so we have to swing in Brave Veronica to pick up the one shot. But we also get to double, so it would have been a 1-round KO regardless. And now we use Azura to dance Nino to pick up this 1-round KO on the Blue Fafnir. And once again, we charge up Dragon Fang. So, because of our AI manipulation shenanigans, the Red Cavalier is over here. And now, we can swing. Let's actually do this. Wait, no. Yeah, we have to do this. So, there's another clear where we swing Veronica over, but here we have to take out this green bow. We'll get an attack in with Tiki. And Vantage is pretty nice here because we can, after the Light Breath Plus buffs, Nino now has enough power to obliterate the Sword Flyer. And Adult Tiki and Nino both have Vantage up, so this green archer is not going to get an attack in. Even though there's Panic Ploy, we still one-shot, and the archer does 0 times 2 anyways. Which is quite convenient for us. Now at this point, we gotta just hide for a turn here because there's a bit too many enemies incoming and we don't have much HP left on Nino and Adult Tiki. So at this point, we can exactly 1-round KO the Axe Dragon, 100% not rigged. And Adult Tiki can now swing Nino over, and Legendary Azura, thanks to the dance, speed res form, all the shenanigans. Adult Tiki is able to 1-round KO this Red Cavalier, and she's also quite bulky at this point against this remaining archer, so we can just hit end turn. And the Bow Flyer, we're going to do exactly half of the Bow Flyer's health, but not quite done. So to close things out, we're just going to do a 1-2 punch. We're going to attack the Bow Flyer with Adult Tiki, buff Nino up with Light Breath Plus, and then pick up the kill with Nino. So overall, a pretty clean clear. I don't have very many thoughts on Ullr as a Mythic hero. As a light season Mythic hero, I think she's fine. Definitely not a necessary pickup. Maybe a consideration if you don't have Dagger and want the extra offense slots as an option. But for my particular team, she is useful because she is just a super nuke archer that happens to be blue, and our team with Nino, Kaden, and company struggles quite a bit against red units, so she would definitely help out in those matchups. And she also buffs speed, so that is quite useful for Nino and company as well. But the big thing with Ullr is her B skill is just straight up null follow-up and desperation, so she can be quite a strong player phase unit. If you scale up her attack and speed, she can just obliterate everything. And you can have fun, you know, run a harmonized Catry of her, just get free quads for days. Some people are like, just use Brave Bow Plus. There's plenty of options, but with that B skill, you can pull some funny shenanigans. But enough ranting, that's going to be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye.